Hello friends, welcome back to another video. Friends, day in and day out, you must be hearing news that banking is hectic, bankers are unhappy with their jobs, and many other negativities surrounding banking as a career. Now, the reasons for this are many, but out of many factors, one very important factor is that many bankers stop learning and specifically reading after coming to banking. And then a day comes when you are presented with a loan proposal and you don't know a penny about financial statements. Or some other day, an auditor comes to your branch and you don't know how to handle audits or prepare for audits. Had you knew about all these things, then work at bank would have been much easier and less hectic. But you will say, sir, how to know about all these things? Who will teach us? We ask regional or zonal offices, and there also new people like us are sitting, or they don't have time to teach all this. We also go to training schools for our training, but there also we don't get much help. Now friends, this is another thing that these days banks are lacking mentors. So the books which I am going to present you today are nothing less than mentors for new age bankers. This video is not just about 10 books, rather it is about solving your issues as a banker only. So one thing I can guarantee you is that after reading these 10 books, you will be a much better, calmer, confident, less fearful and organized banker. Or I must say there will be tremendous change in you as a banker. Friends, banking is such a profession where you always need to stay updated. That is, there are every now and then new regulations or technologies. And for this, you should never stop the habit of reading quality books. So in this video, I am going to suggest you 10 best books that you should read to stay ahead of your colleagues in your bank. Or I must say you will be self-dependent, or you don't need to call your zonal office or head office or friends in other branches for help. These books will help you in doing efficient loan appraisals, handling your bank's dirty politics, handling day-to-day branch matters, doing best financial appraisals of the balance sheets given to you by your customers, taking best decisions in the matters where you are stuck, handling branch audits with confidence, handling office orders or memo issued, and last but not the least, how to lead your branch and bank once you reach higher in banking ladder. Now friends, please note these books are very important not only for new bankers but also for experienced bankers, which you will get to know ahead in this video. So stick till last of this video since I have personally read and verified all these books before suggesting to you all. But before we begin, don't forget to like this channel since this is the only channel that provides quality content. Also join my Facebook group where I post lots of one-pagers and other useful stuff which is very important for your examination and banking. You can also follow me on Telegram and Instagram as well. All the links are there in description of this video, so do join after you finish this video. So friends, let's dive into today's video. And the first book is Decisions Beyond Banking Law and Practice. Cases of Unusual Decisions in Journey of a Banker. Friends, how many of you agree with me that many bankers most often work in a very fearful environment these days? Be it a call from your zonal head asking to do something unethical, a Gram Pradhan entering your cabin to get some favors, or a big industrialist coming to you with a very bad industrial proposal. Now, most often bankers find it tedious to handle such situations, and especially new bankers. As you can see, there are many unusual decisions you need to make as a banker. So here comes this book full of real-life case studies such as locker found open, then in another case partner's signatures forged on a loan document, then loan taken fraudulently against the fixed deposit of another person, then there is another case on exporter refusing to create mortgage after taking a loan, then packing credit given for dividend payment, then there is another case of catching fraudster in filmy style with the help of police, then there is another case of sanctioning of over 2,500 retail loans, and there is another case of hiring of bank premises without permission and many other such interesting cases. So friends, this is a unique book of real life cases to help present day bankers to overcome shyness and fearlessness in decision making. The book is about many challenging and unique cases faced by the author during his banking profession and how he handled these situations with innovative and out of the box decisions. Now friends, this is what lacking in today's bankers. And then they suffer from depression or take some extreme steps. So as a banker, this is a must-have book for your banking career enhancement. Reading this book will make you realize that problems in banking do have a solution. And this will make you calm and less fearful and confident as a banker. The link for the book is there in description of this video, so do check that out. The next book is Financial Statement Analysis Handbook. Now friends, this is one book that you must have as a banking professional, especially if you are from non-finance background. Many new bankers just see the financial statements like balance sheets, profit and loss statements, and cash flow statements for the very first time after coming to banking only. And mind you, if you can't understand these basic statements, then forget about loan appraisals. Finding loopholes in customer balance sheet or financial statements is the very first step towards becoming a better credit officer or manager. So some of the features of this book I liked is, now first is comprehensive coverage. Friends, this book offers in-depth coverage of essential topics such as ratio analysis, cash flow analysis, balance sheet analysis, and financial forecasting. The detailed explanations and structured content of this book ensures a thorough understanding of financial analysis, which is beneficial for new as well as seasoned bankers. Then next, this book contains practical examples which are relatable with your credit proposals. Also, these examples are India-centric, thus making financial statements easier to understand and apply in real-world scenarios, especially for banking professionals. Then friends, this book is highly engaging and accessible. So here the colorful layout makes it engaging for the readers, especially from non-finance background. This book in fact simplifies complex financial concepts and makes them easy to understand for everyone. So friends, because of all these points, this is a must-have book for all banking professionals. The link for the book is there in description of this video, so do check that out. The next book is Romancing the Balance Sheet. Now friends, if you fear the term balance sheet, then I can make sure that after reading this book by Dr. Anil Lamba, all your fears will disappear and balance sheets will be fun for you. Romancing the Balance Sheet simplifies complex financial concepts into easy to understand language. Friends, when I first read this book, I was amazed at how the complex concept of balance sheet could be explained in a simple and lucid manner. Anil Lamba's writing style stands out with its clarity of concept and practical examples all the way through this book. Now, I have read numerous books on finance, but this book is simply a joy to read. Friends, just these two books which I suggested are more than enough as far as financial statement analysis is concerned. You can analyze any financial statement of your customer or loan proposal after reading these two books. The next book is Banking Case Studies and Rational. Now friends, this is a collection of banking case studies designed specially by me for banking professionals. These are 400 plus case studies from general banking, credit, and many other day-to-day issues in your banking. Friends, there are many complex decisions you have to take at your branch, and this book guides you exactly with that. It will rationalize your decision-taking process at your branch and help you in handling the situations at your branch with confidence. Not only this book is very important in your promotions as well. The link for the book is there in description of this video, so don't miss out this amazing book. The next book is Working Capital Management and Finance, a handbook for bankers and finance managers. Now friends, new bankers and many seasoned bankers face problems in working capital estimation and financing. And if you are in credit department or manager or a branch head, then you have to deal with working capital very frequently. And to make the things easier for you, this book comes as a lifesaver. Many books are available in the market which focus on international market. But this book is written in Indian context and this makes it easier for you to understand. And with lots of practical examples, this makes you grasp the concept very easily. The link for this book also is there in description of this video, so don't miss out on this book. The next book is Credit Monitoring and Recovery of Bank Loans, a handbook with practical approach for bankers, NBFCs and finance managers. Friends, loan recovery is a very tedious task, especially in public sector banks. But this book uses very simple language to explain the complex topics of loan recoveries and credit monitoring. thus making it easier for officers in all banks who face issues with due diligence. Now, this book addresses the problem of mounting NPAs by highlighting the importance of strong appraisal and monitoring processes at all the levels. So, this book provides comprehensive coverage of entire loan monitoring process from the initial proposal to closure of the account. It includes detailed techniques for monitoring loan accounts, including pre-sanction, documentation, disbursal, and recovery methods. So the book is highly recommended as a valuable resource for loan officers and senior officials in banks, and thus serving as an important guide for effective loan monitoring and recovery. The link for this important book is also there in the description of this video, so do check this out. Then next, this book is a very important book for you, and it's Guide to Bank Branch Management. Now friends, this book I call Bhagavad Gita for all bankers. This is a 360-degree book covering every aspect of your banking. Written by Shri Tara Prasad Mishra, who is a former principal at Bank of Baroda. Now, this book is meant for bankers who are going to become branch in charges or existing branch heads, or even officers newly assigned the role of branch heads. Friends, the coverage of these books make this super special, and it starts with roles and responsibilities of a branch manager, enhancing operational efficiency. Then it also deals with marketing strategies, then customer service, then credit monitoring and recovery, then credit management, product and features, then branch management skills, then preventive vigilance and fraud risk management, and lastly, how to deal with audit, inspection, and compliance measure at branches. So you can see this is a 360-degree package towards making you a 360-degree banker. The link for this amazing book is also there in description, so don't miss to have this as a banking manual or your Bhagavad Gita. The next book is 10 Steps to Effective Branch Management in Banks. Now friends, this is a very short book and you can easily finish this in one sitting. So as you all know, branch management in banks is a very complex and challenging task that requires multitasking. As I always say, branch manager in every bank needs to be a superhero. In this book, the author Shri V. Subramaniam guides us through essential aspects of branch management, starting with KYB, that is Know Your Branch, and covering critical areas like staff matters, business potential, bad debt recovery, work priority, decision making, and handling customer complaints in just 10 steps. Additionally, the book dives into how to deal with higher offices, that is your regional or zonal or head offices. Friends, here the author has shared his personal experiences as a branch head to make the content more realistic and engaging. So this book comprehensively covers branch banking, providing valuable insights and practical tips for effective branch management. You can get this book from the link given in description of this video, so do check this book. The next book of the list is Bank of Polampur. Friends, this is a satirical novel, or you can say a humorous novel on day-to-day banking affairs which all of us face in the bank. Now I read this in Hindi since I wanted to have a good Hindi novel after a long time, but this is also available in English and that is also equally captivating. I have given the links for both the versions in description of this video. Friends, I rarely read fictional books, but when I started reading this, I could not stop myself to turn page after page. This book in fact comes out to be the best banking satirical novel I ever read. Now moving forward, what I liked about this book is, first, it is a must read for all new as well as seasoned bankers. Now friends, the author of this book is Mr. Ved Mathur, who is a retired general manager of PNB and with career spanning 40 years. This long experience in fact reflects in this novel, which makes it even more engaging for the readers. With his vast experience, Mr. Mathur has presented the day-to-day incidents in a bank in a very comic way, which will not only make you laugh, but also learn from the experience of a fictitious character called Kashmiri Lal, who joined Bank of Polampur as a clerk and retired as a banker with huge experience. Then second is, it presents true picture of Indian banks. Friends, this book covers many internal banking issues, But the best part is in a very comic manner. Just see this image from the book, where a regional manager is asking a manager to do insurance of all the customers forcefully. Now all of you can correlate this with recent Bima Yojanas. The author comes with many such comic cartoons every now and then. Then next, this is a post-mortem of banking industry but in a humorous manner. Now friends, this book truly exposes the Indian banking industry. This book has humorously conveyed the true state of Indian banking industry. And lastly, you can relate Kashmiri Lal, the fictitious character of the book, in one way or the other. Now friends, it doesn't matter whether you are a clerical or officer or manager or senior manager or even a general manager. You can really correlate the character of Kashmiri Lal. I myself found many instances which I had correlated with this fictitious character. Maybe that's the reason I finished this book in just 2 sittings. I was so much attached with this page turner. So friends, to enjoy this roller coaster ride of banking industry and especially day-to-day banking, and that too by laughing all the way from beginning to end, then do get this book now. All the links are there in the description of this video. Next, finally, the last book of the list is Dare to Lead: The Transformation of Bank of Baroda. And this is by Anil K. Khandelwal. Now friends, this is the book every ambitious banker should have. This is written by Mr. Anil K. Khandelwal, former CEO of Bank of Baroda. Now he is often regarded as the man who changed the Bank of Baroda, and under his leadership, bank attained new heights. Now I don't generally read biographies, but this book was my first biography which I read and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was a new banker when the first edition of this book was released, and every chapter gave a new insight into banking. Being a banker, I could instantly connect with the content. Having served at various positions in the bank, Mr. Khandelwal presented various issues and how he handled them and what tactics he used to manage difficult situations in bank is quite amazing. Friends, when you are working in a public sector or even private sector bank, you most often will be faced with difficulties that are not in your control. Say for example, during demonetization, we faced many problems from currency management to crowd management. These were beyond our control. But this book presents you the way how to handle situations that are beyond your control. Mr. Khandelwal handled many such situations during his long banking tenure, and this book presents great insights. In short, I could say is, if you want to reach new heights in banking sector and want to become master at handling internal problems of the bank, then this book is your holy manual. The link for this book and all the books in this video are there in description of this video, so do check that out. So friends, with this I wind up this video. One thing I can guarantee you is that you will be a completely changed banker after reading these 10 books. All your fears of working in banking industry will vanish and the negativity surrounding you will go away. You can then take on any challenge as a banker. Friends, I understand you can't finish all these books quickly, but yes, at least start. Start with most basic or the ones you most like and then move on to other higher books. Get the books which are must at this point of your career, and then slowly you can finish all these 10 books. So thank you, and I will meet you again in another video.